Okay, it's good to get a win. Hard-fought game against a really worthy opponent. I just told Tony after the game, it's amazing how much improvement they've made in a year and the great job that he and his staff are doing and their players buying into their system. It's always fun when you can win a game and get some guys in the game that have worked so hard and deserve to play. And, being able to get Brad Sachowski in there and Christian Pabico and Jake Jones, who we moved from defensive line to tight end and get him some snaps. And then to be able to get the first Japanese-born player to play in a college football game when we put Show in there, those are great moments in these young men's lives, and so we love being able to do that. So I'm proud of those guys. Obviously, like in any game, there's some things that we have to improve on, and we'll work hard at that. Number one thing that popped its head up again was penalties on offense. We didn't have any last week, and we had some this week, so we have to make sure that we're doing a great job of addressing that as a staff and as a team. And then we just have to, try to figure out a way to start faster in the third quarter offensively. The second week in a row that we haven't been as good in the third quarter as we'd like. And so those are things that we'll address and we'll get better at. It was good to see Mossy come back and make a play, coming off of the knee. So there's a lot of positives, but like always, there's a lot of things that we need to improve on, and that's what we'll do. We'll go back to work, and we'll build on the good, and we'll improve on the negative, and get ready to play a really good BYU team next Saturday night. So.
What'd you think of his block that he threw on that touchdown run?
I wanted him to use his left shoulder rather than his right shoulder. I had asked him if he could do that next time. His ability to bounce back from what? From last week? Well, that's Josh. He's resilient, and I think in order to be a great competitor, you have to be able to process what happened, and you have to be able to move forward. And whether it's positive or negative, you have to put it behind you and go to the next event, the next competition, and Josh is really good at that. All right. No, I'm kidding. I know.
Coach, we didn't see Eddie Vanderdoes at all in the second half. What's his status in terms of that knee injury?
Eddie strained his knee a little bit, so we're going to get that evaluated tomorrow.
It's the other knee, though.
Yeah, it's the other knee. Yeah.
All right, guys. So what happened?
Okay. God
Just
dang.
we can't let you get away this easy.
Here.
So it seemed like you had some momentum, and then it kind of turned a bit in the third quarter. What happened? And then you got it back.
Well, they didn't score in the third quarter, did they? Did they? Did they? Okay, so it was 7-0 in the third quarter? Okay, I thought that they had 21 at half. My bad. I think that's just sometimes competition, I think we have to go back and obviously analyze it and look at it, but it's hard for me to sit here right now and say exactly what it was. We'd been so good offensively in the first half. I think we had 4 possessions and 4 scores, and it's inevitable that you're gonna have to punt at some point in time. Usually, I haven't been in many games where you haven't punted at all. But it's everything. You start with the plays that we're giving them. You start with, are we teaching them the right techniques? Are they executing? Are we letting or giving them a chance to do the things that they do well, or asking them to do things that they can't do? And then maybe we have to change our halftime routine a little bit or something. But we'll look at all those things so that we can come out and be better in the third quarter.
Jim, it seemed like there were a lot of drop passes. What do you make of that?
I don't notice them until I look at the film, quite frankly. What I was excited about tonight was Jordan Lasley making 3 really good catches. I was excited about Mossy Johnson making a good catch. I was excited about Ish getting involved. I was excited about seeing Jalen Starks and Brandon Stevens, 2 young guys, do a tremendous job. I'm sure there were some drops, but I'll look at those tomorrow. I really honestly didn't notice them.
Coach, on offense, Najee saw a lot more time this week, and on defense, Josh Woods did. What did you see from those guys that caused you to play them a little bit more?
Well, we want to give Najee some play time. Pawasi's wrist has been bothering him a little bit, and so we want to give him some time. We've been trying to find a chance to get Josh Woods some time. This young man has really developed. He's got a lot of talent, and the only way that we're really going to see him realize that talent is to get him play time in a game. We played him a lot last year versus Colorado as a true freshman, and then he pulled his hamstring, and he really hadn't had that opportunity, and tonight gave him that chance. And, he did some things well, and there's some things that he's got to improve on, but just getting game experience will help him accelerate his growth.
Jim, So reached the end zone a few times, and he kind of turned the field there on one play. How big was it for him to kind of show that?
So is, he's turning into a big-time back, I believe. We have a lot of confidence in him. He has a lot of confidence in himself. Our players have a great deal of respect for his work ethic, and it's good to see. He's running with a lot of confidence. He's up to 220-something pounds, so he's a load. He's a good back.
Coach, one of the themes of last year, I guess one of the negative themes was that your team couldn't stop the run. And here's another time where an opposing team has a successful day on the ground. Does that cause for concern for you at all?
Well, every year's a different year, so you can talk about last year, but I'm not going to. I'm concerned about everything. Every yard they get, I get concerned about. So, like I said, whether it's a positive or a negative, we go back and we analyze it and we break it down to its nth degree, and we try to improve at it.
Did Jordan get more playing time in this game?
Jordan who?
Wesley. Wesley.
Jordan Lasley?
Yeah.
I don't know how many plays he got this week compared to last week. I know he caught 3 balls, I believe, so he was more involved in terms of production. But I don't know if he had more plays or less plays. I can't tell you that.
What was the status of Jaleel Wadud?
He didn't play.
Okay.
Yeah.